What? I'm in here.
What? I say you can see it, the people see it.
Nothing. I watched the movie a little bit and that's it.
Everything okay back there?
These mystical children.
update 1.20 followed by 1.21. So let's run down all the new features in this video, including the new photo mode. If you enjoy that, then a like would be super appreciated, and let's go. Let's start with that photo mode you can access via the options menu, and also via a shortcut you can select in the settings menu via the left half of the touchpad button. When in the photo mode you can move the camera around, move the camera roll, zoom in with the focal length and the field of view, and make sure the focus with the depth of field is on Kratos or Atreus. Change the exposure as well. You can also select filters, including black and white, and I really like this one, Kratos, making everything like gray and also focusing on the red. But you can also, just like with Instagram for example, change the intensity, so have a filter for half of the value, and I really like that. That is something I haven't seen before in a photo mode as far as I know. We also got your typical borders as well as a logo you can put in each corner of the screen, and while going through the menus I already see one flaw, and I hope to change that, is that when you select something it is not endless. Like at one point you can't move to the right again, then you have to go all the way back to make the logo disappear, for example. And the best part about this mode, in my opinion, is the fact that you can change the face of Kratos and Atreus, and they will really see that the regular face of Kratos is just always angry. So we got a smile, yes, a wink, a horror face, and way more. I really like this funny face from Kratos as well. We can give Atreus different faces too, like smiles, winks, cute smile, and way more. So that sure is great. You can also make him disappear, or Kratos, or also enemies to just focus on the two of you. So overall, a great photo mode will of course also help me a lot with the thumbnails for my videos, and it will be awesome to see what people will come up with. I might showcase some awesome shots in upcoming videos, so if you got some cool pictures, totally send them over via my Twitter @YoRaptor. So while the photo mode is the only thing that is noted in the official patch notes on the PS4, we do get more changes and additions. For example, that the text size is greatly increased with this update. Here you see the text with update 1.17, and here with the new update 1.21, making it way easier to read, especially when far away on a big 4K screen. Also something Santa Monica noticed they would change is the fact that you can now change the button mapping of the rage modes. Now you can activate it with X and circle instead of the two analog stick buttons. Another fix is for the Valkyrie bosses, where it was first impossible to use the resurrection stone when you were thrown on the ground because the game over screen would appear during the res animation. Well, with this update you should now be able to use the redstone as intended. And no, I will not show you that in this video because of spoiler reasons. Some players are also reporting black borders after downloading this recent update, as you see here on Twitter. If you got this, then Santa Monica recommends that you go to the system display settings and shrink and then confirm, and if you then go back into the display settings and fit to the appropriate size, it should work. But they also know that they are looking into it, so I expect a new update any day now with a fix for this. One of the most requested features, of course, is the New Game Plus mode for God of War. I can already see the comments on this video. I want New Game Plus, so I thought let's touch on it in this video as well, because what Santa Monica is doing right now is that when people are asking for it, and a lot of people are, they simply say we forward it to the team. But at this point, I think everyone at the studio is fully aware and probably already working on this feature, but no official announcement just yet. I really hope they can make it work. When we know more, I'll of course let you know here on the channel. But going back to the update we have now, I already noticed some secret changes that they did not note in the patch notes. Again, the patch notes only include the photo mode, so that's pretty easy. But let's just say things they never communicated they would be doing. So I want to go over them in another video. But if you see some things that they changed, but that I did not note in this video, please let me know in the comments down below, via Twitter @YoRaptor, or via Instagram YoRaptor as well, so we can find all these secret changes together and make sure everyone knows about them. So totally subscribe to stay up to date on that video, and when
setting a reminder for a monthly flea and tick treatment doesn't always work. So get 12-week.
Bravecto, the only one that lasts up to 12 weeks with just one tasty chew.
Only from your vet. Bravecto.
What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to another God of War guide. In this one, I'm going to be showing you how to get the Anchor of Fog. Now, this is a one-time use item, and you will need to grind out about 3 or 4 of these over the course of the game in order to complete a few of the quests. Now, the Anchor of Fog is located inside of Ivaldi's workshop. Now, if you need tips and tricks on how to get Mist Echoes or how to survive in Ivaldi's workshop, I've made a complete guide on this place, so be sure to check out the description for that video. But other than that, guys, let's just jump in right on how to get the Anchor of Fog. Now, each time you come into Ivaldi's workshop, the area will change, the enemies will be different, and the path in which you can take will be different. So there's no specific route in which you can take to guarantee that yourself that you're going to get an Anchor of Fog every time you come in here. But there has been a few tips and tricks that I can show you on how to get an Anchor of Fog each time you do run through. Now, I've gone through 3 separate times, and I've gotten an Anchor of Fog each time I've gone through, so it's definitely not hard to get one each run, but it's not guaranteed, so just keep that in mind while watching this video. Now, there's a few tips that I can give you on how to find the Anchor of Fog, and they will only spawn in certain rooms, in certain chests. So as you can tell, you will not be able to open up the chest until you clear out the entire room, and each time that I have gotten an Anchor of Fog, the room has looked a specific way. So in order to find the room which will spawn an Anchor of Fog, you will need to do some digging. Now, randomly going throughout Ivaldi's workshop will just get you lost and will not get you anywhere, so there is a specific route that you do need to take. So either head to the right or head to the left once you start, and just keep heading in that direction so that you don't get lost. Now, eventually you will find a path to stray back into an area that's all by itself. There's not going to be any other pathways to it. And in this area, you're either going to find a Valkyrie, or you're going to find an area which spawns the Anchor of Fog. Now, in order to open up the chest in this room, just like all the others, you will need to kill all the enemies, except this room will be a little bit more difficult, as there will be Revenants and Ogres, in which you will need to kill in a pretty fast amount of time, as you still have the timer at top to worry about. Now, after clearing out the room, opening up the chest will grant you the Anchor of Fog, and all you need to do is just work your way back to the exit, otherwise you will lose it just like your Mist Echoes. So once again, if you're looking for the room that spawns the Anchor of Fog, you will need to travel deep inside of Ivaldi's workshop, and wait until you find it. Which veers off into a dead end. In that room, you will either find a Valkyrie or a bunch of ogres and high-level enemies to kill, which will then open up the chest, granting you an Anchor of Fog. So hopefully this did help you guys to find the Anchor of Fog inside the Ivaldi's workshop. Now, just keep in mind, guys, always go in one direction so you don't get lost, and whenever you find the path to veer off into a random direction that has a dead end on it, but keep in mind that there is a possibility of finding a Valkyrie in one of those dead ends as well, so be careful if you do find that thing. It's definitely not a part of how to get the Anchor of Fog, and I don't suggest killing it if you have not killed the Valkyrie before. So hopefully this did help you guys out. Be sure to drop a like down below if it did. Stay tuned for future God of War guides, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Like 2 girls in this series.
Let's get to it.
Oh, nothing. Okay. What can I do for you two? Or never mind then.
going to show you how to unlock all 21 Nornir chests. I'm going to show you the locations and how to solve them. Now, first, I want to thank PlayStation for providing me with a copy of God of War. Now, here, so we've destroyed that. We can now outside, kind of gone up a level here, and before throw up the pattern here, so I have time to hit the seal, and then really do. And then I'm going to turn around and then run to the doorway real quick, toss it out in the distance. That was a little tricky to get. You can, after you go through the Dwarven King, so right there. Now there's just, of course, are horns. For every 3 horns that you collect, you will increase your range up to 3 times total.
I ain't letting cable catch this kid. We're gonna form a super duper group. Peter, any powers you want to tell us about? I have type 1 and type 2 diabetes. You're in. You're the dog. Your tickets now.
Hello, Gods of War, Mark here, and welcome to my Nornir chest guide for the Niflheim area. Now, before you do anything, you want to make sure that your armor is up to date. And what I mean by that is grabbing something legendary, preferably one of these sets that you can grab. I stuck with the Deadly Mist set, that's just what I preferred, but all 3 of them will provide some resistance to that Cursed Mist, and you're really going to need that because that helps tremendously when you're getting around. So work yourself up to grabbing one of these sets. Now, you should know there are 2 types of Nornir chests in Niflheim, and the first type kind of appears, here's my fun little map, the first type appears in the safe areas in between A and B and C. Mine typically popped up in between B and C more than anything else. So what you want to do is try and find the Nornir chests in those areas. Now, I think what I'll do is I'll put the map up here in the corner so that you can kind of keep an eye on it if you need it. I know it's not the greatest map, but it's what I got. Anyway, so here's where I discovered my first Nornir chest, and it was in between B and C in the little safe area here. So once you discover the chest, just take a look up into the cliffs, and you will discover 3 bells. So there's 1, 2, and 3. Now typically there's one that is way off in the back. I'm going to speed it up because I kind of goofed this one, but the one in back is always the hardest because you kind of have to aim high up, higher than you think. Okay, got that one. And then there's the 3rd. So it's pretty simple to get the first Nornir chest. And with the first Nornir chest, you usually will get some kind of legendary enchantment. So this chest is going to reappear. Once you discover it, that doesn't mean it disappears. It keeps showing up. So you have to discover...
Yes.
For this first Nornir chest in order for the second one to spawn. So, just to repeat it, you have to unlock the first Nornir chest, and you have to visit section D. I'll put a little arrow there on the map. Once you do those 2 things, the second Nornir chest will appear in section A. Section A is the very beginning of the map. So let me show you what I mean by that. So the very beginning, once you run up here into the first part, it's going to be kind of off to the left here, right in front. There it is. It's always going to spawn there, but the runes are going to be different. So it's important that you pause and write down the runes, or take a screenshot. But yes, like actually write the stuff down. It'll make it easier. It's the only time I had to write stuff down. And then once you do, those paddles that you see me throwing here, those are going to spawn in the back part of the arena, in B, section B or C. And so you got to hit those paddles and change them to the rune that are in front of the chest. Now, it's not timed, so we don't have to worry about rushing through and stuff. But yes, you got to make sure that you get all 3 runes. And then once you do that, then you'll be able to loot the chests up front. And all these chests, all the Nornir chests will keep respawning every time you come into Niflheim, the arena. Alright guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. It does help me out quite a bit. Thank you so much for checking out my video. If I missed anything, which is certainly possible, go ahead and leave a comment down below. Thanks guys.
What's he gonna do to you? Moving on, man.
Come on. Try this.
Yeah, I don't want no shit, man.
It's a nutcracker. It's a Henny nutcracker.
Is you old enough to drink?
Yeah, in a year. Less than a year. 10 months.
Know any more stories, Mimir?
Of course, laddie, and yours for the asking. But I prefer the boat. In here is distracting.
Come on.
Is it a good idea coming back here?
She's probably in there planning your demise, brother.
Or bringing Baldur back to life? Like she did you, Mimir.
Oh, I'm not alive, lad. I'm reanimated, sure. But make no mistake, I'm still quite dead. I'll never be what I once was. She won't want this for herself. Trust me.
That's a relief. Not the part about you being dead. You know,